Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. So last time Beriathan came to the prancing pony. He is ready to go to talk to Strider, but we have actually received the email for the class quest. It says, "Friend, there is something that I need of you. I cannot say too much here and the note attached says too much. Please read it and return it to me. Daisy Appledore." And we have this quest item. So, Beriathan, a matter has come to my attention and I think that I will serve you to provide the solution. Seek me out at the bridge jail and I will explain more. Daisy Appledore. Okay, so we'll go to the jail in just a moment, but for the time being, let's go to Strider. It'd be right here.
Your tidings are grim.
While the Blackwolds have been broken, Amdir's escape bodes ill. He must be stopped before it's too late.
There is little time to waste.
Perfect, so we have just finished the foreword. Now we are ready to begin the first book of the Shadows of Angmar storyline. The Darhan's lord fled to Brilland after his defeat, and not by mere chance. I see the hand of the captain of the Nine in all of these affairs, in the west, in the Shire, and in Brilland. We must unravel the thread of his plans, and I believe I know how. To the east of Bree, there is a Blackwold camp which my men have been watching closely. A shadow has recently spread across the camp. I believe it is here that Amdir has gone and this dwarf lord as well. There we must go, and there we must end Amdir's life, if he can still be called living. We will wait for Nightfall and then make our move against the Blackwolds. Speak with me again when you are ready to depart.
Are you ready to leave?
Are you prepared to travel yet? If so, then come Nightfall we will move against the camp where Amdir and the Dwarf Lord have gone into hiding.
Strider and the Rangers pursue their fallen brother Amdir to the Blackwolds camp. But not all is as it seems.
There is evil afoot.
And you feel the chill in the air. It is no natural cold, but the chill of fear, of evil. I doubt not that Amdir is here, but there is a greater evil as well. We should split our strength. For the good of Middle-earth, none can be allowed to escape. Lenglinn and I will look for another way inside, while you and Thortan search for Amdir. We must be quick now, before the evil bursts forth from here and threatens all of Brilland. So we will go with Thortan. Thortan, take Beriathan with you and head to the main gate. Lenglinn and I shall look for another entrance and press the attack from there. Okay, let us go. Alright.
Are you ready?
Come with me. It is time to deal with Amdir and his brigands. If Amdir escapes, it could spell doom for Middle-earth. Wait, someone is coming. Let us see who it is. What are those things? That dwarf has gone mad. Onwards, and we must find Amdir. Very well. We had already came to Ostvaranor a couple times on some of the previous episodes, but now we are here to complete the epic and confront Amdir once and for all. Ready when you are, Beriathan? Anytime you like. That's it. Okay, so this wound, it's a serious business, it seems. Gotta be careful with that one. It was a lot of damage. A whole lot. If you need rest, then now it's the time to still your nerve. Yes, we do need just a minute. Maybe this is the perfect time to eat some of this food. I mean, it's not too much. And we could progress on the deed. It's a hidden deed. But anyway.
Silently now. Darkness approaches.
Down there, in the southern corner of the camp, the source of the Blackwolds sphere is there. Come. We'll see what there is to see. And hopefully we're not gonna get any more of those annoying wounds. Do you think the service to Angmar came without cost? Completed Brigand Slayer advanced, that's great. What do you want with me? I don't know anything. Why are you so worried, Blackwold? Please leave me alone. I don't know where Beriathan is. Ah, I have found him after all. You are relieved of your obligations, Blackwold. Now to deal with you, Ranger. I have other business to deal with. My servant shall deal with you. Okay, so that cloud of dread did set us back a little bit. But thankfully, you did. Lord of the Cardinal Prince. Come, friend, this is not the end of our business here. And you did, White Slayer. I fear that foul dwarf is not the end of the evil here. The greatest evils may be behind this gate. Rest now, for we will need all our strength ahead. So we have completed this deed. Brigand Slayer advanced, 20 points, 2000 virtue XP. And we have many new deeds. We have Enmity of the Dead, defeating whites for our first racial deed, but we also have Lord of the Cardinal Prince, deeds of Brilliant, and Slayer of Brilliant. And on the other hand, we can also equip our confidence rate we just got. And the next one will be unlocked on level 17, so might as well start working on
Stay a
a
moment.
new virtue. Who was the dwarf and what power has he to command whites? That the Blackwolds were in terror of that creature is certain, but I still sense something greater still in these ruins. And where is Amdir? Perhaps beyond that gate. Ready when you are. You shall not interfere. Amdir is now a servant of the Great Eye. Now Amdir, take on the robes of the Kargul, the Forsworn. My lords, the Rangers approach with fire. Fools are too late. Amdir's change is nearly complete. Come, brethren, we must leave. Now is not the time for such a fight. We leave Andhra and these fools in your care, Eogan. We can finally take care of this guy. Now, you are too late. I am Kargul. I serve the Great Eye. I'm sorry, Amdir. Be at peace.
It's a sorry day.
It is a day both dreary and joyous. It grieves me that we were forced to slay Amdir, but I relieved that he should now know peace. I will lead you back to Strider. I will return to my camp.
It's a sorry day.
The very air seems polluted by this night's business. We should tarry here no longer.
The Nazgûl have crossed the Eisen and are heading for the Shire. The hobbits must be quick-footed enough to escape the wrath of the Nine. And we can only hope that Frodo slips through the traps of the enemy.
Very well. But that's it for Amdir.
Alas for Amdir.
It grieves my heart that the enemy was able to turn Amdir thus. He was my friend and kinsman. My people will remember him as the man he once was, good and noble. It troubles me that the Nazgûl have crossed the river and moved into Brilland at just this time. There are events in motion which could determine the fate of Middle-earth. If you are able and willing, I might have another task for you. What can we get here? Let's get this one.
I have a task for you.
I am curious to know who the dwarf you encountered at Blackwolds camp was. Dwarves are by nature honorable and cannot be nominated by the will of any. Why this one would serve the enemy I cannot say. Worse yet, it's the appearance of the Nazgûl. I must go watch the east road, for I am expecting some travelers and now fear they may be in danger. Would you travel to Combe and speak to constable there named Underhill? You may know him already, stout little fellow who loiters about town center. You might suggest to Underhill that he investigate the Blackwolds' old hideout. When that is done, return here with your report. If perchance I am not here, assume the worst.
What road did you take, Frodo? The ringwraiths ride openly in the Shire, but there are places which are even more terrible and dangerous. If you choose the path I fear, search for the light in the darkness.
And here we are. The game was kind enough to port us over to Combe. You just need to go find Constable Underhill.
How do you do?
Hello there. Is there something I can help you with? The Blackwolds have been broken and scattered, you say? This is good news for Combe. But this Ranger Strider thinks we should investigate Skanku's old hideout. Well now, I'm not so sure of that. It's not a safe place, I hear.
Please, stay a moment.
But there we must go. Well, I suppose you're right. I should make sure those Blackwolds aren't hiding in that cave of theirs again, mastering their strength, but I'll want some help. Will you travel with me to Skankwood's old hideout? It's south of the guardhouse at the northeast end of Saddle Pond, near Saddle Falls. If they are gathering there, I'll need help driving them out again. When you are ready, come back and we'll go together to the old hideout.
Oh, good day.
Alright, I'm ready to go, are you?
Amdir's defeat shattered the back of the Blackwolds, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Goodness!
This place is quiet as a tomb. I wish we could just say all was peaceful and live, but I suppose we need to do a better job of it than that. Alright, no use putting off what must be done. Come along, and make sure you have your blade at the ready in case we run into any trouble. Yeah, I don't like it either, gotta leave. Careful now, friend. All manner of things could be living here now. Okay. That will help us advance the Knickerbrickle Slayer at least. Didn't expect to find the fellows here. Hold a moment, I have the key right here. And there we have more Knickerbrickers. This is a nasty business, this is. Okay, can you move? Please? Let's press on. Yeah, the other way around. Yeah, that's it. So more Knickerbrickers. Alright. And now, more Knickerbrickers over here. Very well, 100 creatures. Yes, quite insistent, I must say. Yeah, let's move on. Okay. Now, where to, Constable Underhill? You have one chance to beg my forgiveness. Amdir was just the beginning. This is your last chance for a fealty to Angmar once more. Never, then die. We're ready to take on these dour hands. Oh, come on. Check on that poor man.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
You couldn't have come a moment earlier, could you? Before that dwarf struck me through, maybe. Oh well, suppose that's just the way of it. First it was that Eogan saying that if we pledged to Angmar, we'd be made rich. Well, when that all fell apart, a few of us decided we didn't want anything to do with Angmar anymore. We started talking to some new fellows, men who came up from the south. An ugly bunch they were, but at least they didn't seem likely to go raising foul spirits or some such on us. Seems though Angmar didn't like the prospect of us leaving them. That dwarf came along, and you see how that ended. Now I suppose the Blackwolds are at their end. But yes. What next? I have no idea how he escaped this place. We'll never follow him now.
Just a moment.
Well, it seems that strange dwarf escaped. How he got out of here is a mystery to me, and from what you said of that brigand's tale, that dwarf was the one we should have been worried about, not these Blackwolds. Well, I suppose the Blackwolds are truly broken now, but for some reason I still don't feel safe. Well, there's not much more we can do here. You'd best take tidings back to your ranger friend, Imri. This is quite a gloomy... Let's see. It's best that we leave this place.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgûl.
I'm not quite sure, but I think this quest line was a little bit different initially. I think it had a lot of back and forth, or more back and forth. Or that's what I want to remember, because having 3 cinematics so close to each other is not common in the game.
Hello there.
Good show indeed. You sure showed those Blackwolds rascals what for. But nothing too major here.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Good day to you. What are you still doing about here? Those Blackwolds are gone and likely for good. That strange dwarf might still be around, but I'll wager he went on to somewhere a bit more interesting. You should take that news on to your friend Strider in Beriathan. If he sent you out here, he likely wants to know what we found. He'll probably be at the Prancing Pony. Those rangers surely like their beer, and the pony has the best. Thank you for your help, but there is no use worrying about brigands around here anymore. And thankfully, he does take us back to the pony right away. I did press X key for the target lock. Here we are, back at the pony. What do we need to do now?
We must move quickly.
You have returned, and just in time. Much has happened since you left, but I have little time to relate it. The tidings you have brought me will be of great use to my men here in Breland, but there is a more immediate threat we must deal with now. While you were away, those same Nazgûl you saw with Amdir attacked the pony. They were in search of the travelers I had been awaiting, for hobbits of the Shire. I cannot tell you why they had such interest in my companions, but I can tell you that I will have need of your help again.
I need your aid.
While both you and I have seen 5 Nazgûl, their true number is 9. Before I can take my charges beyond Bree, I must know where the other 4 are hiding. Would you travel to the west and speak to Lenglinn? I sent him to Buckland to watch over a particular hobbit, but it seems that Mr. Underhill and his friends decided to take a different path and are now here under my protection. Still, Lenglinn may know the whereabouts of the remaining Nazgûl. He camps on a rise just north of the Buckland gate and may have seen something that will aid me. He must hurry, I cannot afford to delay here overly long. So, we'll go back to, no, that's not it. Well, let's exit through here. Before we go to Buckland, there's still the matter of the class quest. So let's take our trusty Limbot to the Bree jail, and then we'll move on with the rest. It doesn't seem we have enough broken hatchets. I think there is room for that, and mostly carapaces to finish our tasks for the day. Broken hatches, that's it. That should be it. We should be able to go. Oh, come on. Talk to Heat Store here.
What do you need? Greetings.
And complete our task limit for the day. And here we are at the jail. Oh, where's the Daisy Apple door? Here.
Greetings.
Welcome, I am pleased to see you. Let us discuss what is it that I intend for you.
Might I take a moment of your time?
The spear is very often favored by wardens, Beriathan, but its art is not easily mastered. A skilled teacher is needed to get the most from such a weapon and to make use of its advanced techniques. Andrew Oakhurst of Bree often leads the wardens of Breland in practice skirmishes aimed at improving their skills with the spear. You should speak to Warden Oakhurst at the west gate of Bretown if you wish to engage in one of these practices. A spear at the southern march. So yes, when wardens were initially designed, they were designed with spear in mind. They were based a little bit on 300 and Troy. Those two movies were big at the time. The wardens were created to use warden shields with spears, and a lot of people do prefer spears, if only for their cosmetics, for the looks of it and the feel of it. Because right now wardens benefit more from the racial bonuses. So for elves and men, that's swords. For hobbits, it's clubs. So you might still see some wardens wearing spears, but not as many as they were initially. Beriathan included. He prefers using a sword. Although, and this is one of the reasons why I decided using the warden as a citadel guard, on Return of the King at some point it is said wardens use spears and short swords. Citadel guards, I mean, they use spears and short swords. So no matter which weapon you choose to use as a citadel guard, be it spear or sword, it's lore friendly, and that was really important.
How can I be of service?
For me. We have the Westbury travel location, and here it is. Oh god.
What can I do for you?
You seek training to better your offensive skills, friend Warden? I have not prepared a practice skirmish. No, do not leave just yet. There is no practice skirmish because there is a very real threat that approaches from the south. A band of brigands has managed to obtain some level of organization and prepare to attack Bretown. You will receive no better training as a warden than by passing through the crucible of battle, my friend. If you will join my line, I can personally assure you that you will learn much of value. Will you join my line, Beriathan? It will require discipline and toughness, but as a warden these are characteristics you should already have.
Brigands and half-orcs from the south have been pressing upon the Greenway as of late, threatening the good folk of Bretown. You have been enlisted to join the line of wardens who march against these foes, for brigands possess a chaotic nature and will not stand against such organized defense.
Okay, so here we are at the Vale of Andhra, and I gotta say, it looks gorgeous.
Greetings.
I am glad you agreed to aid us, Beriathan, for there is a gap in our line and I would have it filled. Speak with Toby Thorndike just ahead and he will show you to your spot in line. It is very important that you not abandon your place in the line once the attack begins. An organized defense is our best weapon against bands of brigands such as the one that approaches. Take up your position next to Toby Thorndike, so here he is. You are to be my ally in the defense, Beriathan? I am glad to hear it. I will show you the bounds of our position. You must not stray beyond these bounds during the attack, my friend. The line must not be compromised. Okay, so what is our position then? From these three, It is rock. Okay. Perfect. Simple enough. Don't worry, Tavi. I got it covered. But maybe not so much. They two are wrecking me. Very well. Now... Oh, for God's sake, would you stay all in one place? And here we have more. Alright, and here seems like the end of the instance. Oh, come on! If you don't want me to move, then get the mobs to come closer. Jesus. Screw you. Now we have to do this all over again. Or if you don't want me to move, then don't make the NPC move. That makes me think I can move. We're stuck in combat. Oh, come on.
What can I do for you?
Being stuck in combat is not good. We have any buffs for in-combat morale regen. We cannot eat food while in combat. So we have a ton of defense. So it seems we were able to kill the previous boss just from our blitz alone. Now you come here and you stay here. Jesus. Okay, I hope we can stay alive. Don't go away. How can I put this so you stay here? Level 16, oh my god, thank you. We can no longer use this. Okay, if you want me, you come here. Idiots. Alright, so the attack has been repelled. Sorry.
Greetings.
Valiantly done, Beriathan. You have done us a great service and are deserving of the highest praise for your role in holding the line. I'd like to see those brigands try this again. They thought that the ability to wield a blade would be enough to challenge a line of wardens. Are they mad? They must be. That is indeed true. Let us return to Bree, Beriathan, and we will discuss some of the finer points of your performance during the attack. But before we do so, let us check what we got here when leveling up. Where is it? So, we have Maddening Strike and Surety of Death and Conviction? All of them at level 16, are you sure? Plus First Aid, I like to have it over here. And you're right. Conviction. Maddening Strike. Surety of... How can we have Surety of Death and not Break of Victory? This is so weird. So, Conviction. Morale Heal and Mitigation buff. That's good. Maddening Strike. More mitigations. And then, Surety of Death. One of our most powerful skills at level 16. This doesn't seem right, but okay, I'll take it.
What do you need?
You performed admirably well, Beriathan, and are welcome on my line whenever you care to serve. I believe you will find that the experience has given you a chance to refine your skills and test your discipline. A chance at which every warden would rejoice. So yes, we got the Novice Mark. It's gonna be unequipped shortly, so not to worry about that. We have a cool new shield and a cool new title. And new deed, class deeds tier 3. What's this one about? So the title, Bearman of the March. Your developing warden talents have been recognized by your peers, and class deeds tier 3, skillful blocking and find weakness. Very well. Let us equip the shield we just got. It doesn't seem right for us to have offensive strike. Surety of Death before brink of victory. That feels so wrong. But okay, here we are finally at a vault. So as you see here, these are the original items that we received at the beginning of the game, and here are some of the cosmetics that we are using for our outfits. But now we can save some of these things that we don't need. So gambit instructions and go in the main chest. Main chest, and on chest number 2 we can get all these goodies. Cloak of the Citadel Guard, Cloak of the Orlingas, Armor of the Hammerhand, this breastplate and this cloak, the Armor of the Hammerhand, the Gift of the Thanes, let's leave that here just in case, the Armor of the Orlingas, the Ashore Cosmetics, the Shield of the Autogil, Yellow Star Fireworks, Orange Star Fireworks, Anniversary Fireworks. I think here in chest 3 we will save these keys and crystal for when we are at a higher level. And what else can we do here? We can destroy all these tools that we are not gonna need. Let me show you why in just a moment. Because here on my shared storage there is a universal toolkit. We will apply that one. And let's take this yarrow root as well. Okay. What else can we do here? We can add more space for 45 silver. And what else can we keep in here? Some of the dice. Might be good to have them. For later. And here we have something that better for us not to forget about. The level 15 gift, which give us above weather-topped painting, so we'll take that here, morale potions and power potions, and a gift for level 20. I think that's good enough for now. We have freed some space at least, and we are ready to moving on westward towards Buckland. I still cannot get over it. Surety of death and conviction. Everything is gonna die so quickly now. And as soon as we get masteries, and I think that's gonna be on level 20 now, we're gonna be unstoppable. Fully unstoppable. Cannot equip this token, so let's get it out of the way. Oh, God, I didn't want to do that. Anyway, I was gonna move Lambot here. And I'm checking how can I start customizing my quick slots. Where I can earn Journeyman Scholar ability. It seems I will need to grind that one just... Does Scholar has processing? No, it doesn't. Or does it? Research. But this is gonna be a pain to level up. Is it? Okay, here we are. Atsos.
What do you need?
And here is our guy. Atso Haybank.
Just a moment.
Yes, you are here to help. Oh, you are just in time. I need all the help I might find. I fear my dream of finding an inn at this spot is in danger of foundering, even before it has truly begun. I don't know how many
quests... Could I
take
a moment of your time?
Hey friend, you're not from around here and that may be a good thing. This is serious business and I can't trust any of these louts with something so delicate. Making a place of my own took an unexpected turn not so long ago, and I am loath to tell my workers what has happened. I hope that you can help me with this matter. This satchel holds the payment I need to make to ensure the safety of the folks here and the sanctity of this soon-to-be splendid landmark. Just take it to the old Sweetgrass farm a little ways northeast of here, and give it over to the man who answers the door. It might be Bill Fernie that is, or one of his helpers. Bill said he'll only be there at night, so don't waste your time hanging around during the day to catch a glimpse of him. Just knock on the door or ring the bell and hand over the satchel, hear me. So this is a quest it sounds by the way it's written that it initially could only be completed at night. And maybe it was changed at a later time, I don't know. As far as I remember, it has always been like this, but maybe at some point it was changed. Here's Bill Fernie.
Why are you bothering me?
Ha! Soon Sharky's men will have all of Brewell in hand. With cowards like that little worm Atso on their heel, there's no question of that. You just tell Atso that this payment has been received, but he better have another ready next week or it will go badly for him. I think we are nearing a point in the game where you will start out-leveling some of these quests. So I plan on staying on level. I have not purchased the Stone of the Tortoise yet, so I would like to just accept quests that are on level, like this one. Another payment! This was supposed to be the last! I'll be driven to ruin that rotten... But enough of my blather. I shouldn't burden you with my problems, no. I should thank you for your help, friend. Truth be told, I was a bit frightened to go out there at night by myself. If I could impose on you again, I have some true debts to pay, and to a nicer sort of folk. Okay, here we have unlocked all the quests. Perfect, so. I do not know what to do. The brigands told me to pay them 3 equal payments and that they would spare my workers and myself. I held my part of the bargain, now they want more. I haven't anything left after sending workers to Buckland for supplies and the meager rewards I can offer folk for helping out here and there. I cannot allow my workers to suffer for my mistakes. I fear I may need to stop work on the inn, but Chief Watcher Greenbrier is working against the brigands here, so I must ask, would you be willing to help me send a message to these brigands? I hear that you have already done some work against the brigands before. I am sorry if I am mistaken, but these are evil men and they must be stopped. If you are willing to help, could you return to the old Sweetgrass farm and send a message to these brigands? The old Sweetgrass farm is a short distance northeast of here, so that I can do.
Will you let me speak my piece?
Boarheads, oh god, is there a way in which I can stop killing boars?
Could I speak with you a moment?
This will send us into the old forest at least. Hail friend, I have news that will likely make you see the severity of our lives here. Atso is a good fellow, trying very hard to keep us safe, and he has done a wonderful job with the meager means that he has left. But I simply know that this is not enough. These brigands encroach ever closer, and they will not leave us be. Already, those nabs up near the old Sweetgrass farm have taken tools and coin purses from the workers there, those who keep their faith in Atso, and now Atso puts his faith in you. How do you feel about helping Atso see the worth of his workers? Okay, that I can do. I think this guy will start a quest line that will eventually get us to the old forest, but god, I don't want to keep killing on boars. The poor little guys have done nothing to me. For the time being, let's forget about boars and let's just worry about brigands, shall we? Sorry, I have to do this. I have to do this. I mean, it's just that it's so weird getting a 4-icon gambit before getting all the 3 icons? It's so weird. So extremely weird. So what do we have here? We got to defeat 6 more brigands and collect 3 more tools. I'm thinking maybe we can try getting the critical strike did to the trigger. Let us try. Alright, and I just remembered that there was another piece of Dunedain history just by Beriathan's west gate that I missed. So I hope I don't forget about it when we come back from Buckland. That's all for another day. That's the last of the brigands. We are ready to go back to Atso and his workers and see what else they want us to do. And if we're filling up to the task as well.
Just a moment.
It's done then, and too late to change now. Oh me. I fear I have made a greater error than ever before. One of the men came here and I stood up to him. I fear that this may have been an error.
Might I have a word with you?
Before you run off, I wanted to ask you for another favor. While that brigand was talking to me, I saw some of his seconds spilling one of my workers, while two others made off with a lot of my produce. That produce fits my workers and keeps them strong. I need to get that back if they are to remain hale and hearty. I am certain you will find that the produce has been distributed to any of these foul brigands in the southern brieffields, but there are plenty near the ruins where you are going. Would you recover the produce for me?
Might I have a word with you?
By standing up to the man, a fearsome brigand named Dirk Hawthorne, I fear I have doomed us all. He set up a camp immediately to the east, just on the south side of the ruins there. He threatened to return with enough forces to stamp out my little homestead before it can be recognized as anything more than a burnt patch of land. Mercy me, what a fool I am. Please, Beriathan, help me fix this error so that I can see this dream realized. Killing brigands are a specialty.
Greetings, friend.
Look at that, you got them all back. I will be sure to see that these are given back to their rightful owners. I must say perhaps Atso is right to put his faith in you. Of course he is. Now let's get to the ruins. Could be these ones. There is already some guy taking care of all this. Bjorning, is he? Yeah. And now, I can earn, and I have not leveled my scholar. And I gotta do so before I leave Brilliant, I realize. Shorty of Death surely seems a little overkill right now. Especially without masters, but who knows? All that might change as soon as we get them. Let's try with these guys. Eight goods got away, but where's Dirk Hawthorne? Should be here. I think he's supposed to be here. Supposed to be. Oh God. Ah, here. There he is. We could at least get battle preparation. Building a 4-icon gambit one by one does take a while. But that's it. Dirk Hawthorne is down. Just missing 4 more goods. One brigand down, but she didn't drop any goodies. Where are the rest of them? There they are. We are 10. Use it, the gambit. Oh my god. Would you use it? You die. What's going on? That's 11 goods. And we are just missing one more. And that's it, that's all of Atz's goods. And his camp is right over here. What else do we have here that might be useful for us? Broken hatches, Atlas essence. I think that's it.
Is there something I can do for you?
You did it! Look at this onion, still green and fresh. My workers as well are indebted to you now. I haven't much more to give, but you have earned at least this much. Thank you, Beriathan. Very well.
Just a moment.
With Dirk Hawthorne gone, I wonder we can give Bill Fernie a bit of his own medicine.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Look, friend, I have one more favor to ask of you, and it's a terrible thing too, that fills me with shame to talk about. You know that Bill Fernie I had you pay off before? Well, he sent me a message telling me that his henchman Brunmore would be after me. He went so far as to tell me that the nab is west and north at some place called the Outlaw's Haven. It seems all his big talk is backed by this fellow, and if he is to come here, this canned crew will be useless. But you've proven yourself over and again. If you can drive off this Brunmore, maybe I can get out of this mess. Get rid of him for me, and I swear it's the last thing I'll ask of you, and I'll pay you well too. Apparently the Outlaw's Haven is west of my camp and a little ways north, with watch posts and a fenced encampment on a hill. I think there were more quests to go there, so maybe we'll need to kill some more boars to unlock that, but we'll leave that for another day. I think this is a wrap for today's episode. So on next episode we'll continue helping Atso and his workers, maybe killing some boars, and hopefully get into Buckland to talk to the rangers there and see what has happened on the Shire. But until then, thank you so much for watching Citadel Cards Adventures, and thank you for joining us on this journey. I'll see you soon, but for now, take care and stay safe.